we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready? Captain 50, Captain 50. Nothing 19.
Throwing on first down. Kerr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Tuttle looking deep for Bennett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Look at 19. Check back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Compton, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Up the middle they go. Compton, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a handoff up the middle. Compton, and he's got room. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st down, Compton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Ready.
Looking to throw. Kerr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10.
The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Again, they run with Campbell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Wide open receiver complete, and all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there, 49 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Compton. Catch made here by Campbell. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Got it. Ready?
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
All the ready.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Lions. 18, 5 years. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Up the middle they go. Compton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Kerr looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
They'll run on 1st down. Compton, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Ready?
On second down now, Compton. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. To throw on 3rd down, Kerr.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They go up the middle with Campbell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off the play fake. Kerr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
On third down, Kerr going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
18 Rebel. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Kerr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Kerr, flush to his right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
To throw on second down. Tunnel. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Compton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kerr.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come 19! Come 19! Go street! Ready?
Operating from the gun. Kerr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Compton. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Drop 50! Drop 50! Three! 50 Maverick! 50 Maverick!
On 4th down, Kerr. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 55 rushing yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Tunnel. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And some room to roam now.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready?
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. To throw from his end zone. Kerr got an open man. That's Campbell.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Kerr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Hey, check that, street.
On 2nd down, Compton.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this is going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Kerr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Kerr. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On 1st down, Compton. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Kerr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On third down, Compton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle they go. Compton, down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Looking to throw. Kerr.
Complete to Likely on the out route.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
18 Cardinals. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Compton. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they send a man in motion right. In motion left, the tight end. On 3rd down, Compton. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready? On the go, on the go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now, Compton. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Seven Pirates.
On 3rd down, Kerr. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.